Hello and welcome, BBR fans. Today, we're here with round 1 of playoffs. I'm playing up against Jay Ricky, my fellow teammate in DPL, and yeah. So let's go real quick over the team. Alright, so this Strapago set, I actually brought exactly the same thing in the regular season, and I figured, well, there's not really much of an improvement to be made here. I mean, it's just 4 moves that are all really good into him. And then the bulk allows me to check things like +2 Blaziken very comfortably, or like a +2 Zarude, all that sort of things. I always have my emergency button, so felt like that was still a good bring. This Lando T is the exact same as what I brought in the regular season, just max defense, Earthquake, U-turn, Stealth Rock, Taunt. And this is pretty simple, right? You get up rocks and you deny their defog from Corviknight, and max defense with leftovers gives me some good longevity into the Ogerpon Cornerstone, which is pretty nice. Now this Clefable set, I brought this exact set in the regular season, which is like mostly speed def, a little bit of defense. Right, this is so that I can live a Life Orb Flare Blitz from Blaziken from full, if I remember correctly. I don't know, it was like 3 weeks ago at this point when I built this Clefable set, but it's the same one. Healing Wish to give my turtle a second shell, Keldeo back to full, stuff like that. T-Wave, just generally a good set on Clefable. Now this Meloetta is Assault Vest max speed def. This is pretty much the same set that I brought in the regular season, and yeah, I think I might have changed a move slot here. I think Energy Ball maybe was something else. I'm not sure. Maybe I just had that the first time as well. Who's to say? I think I just had it, right? The only difference is I made it Tera Steel, because the first time I forgot to put a Tera type. Yeah, so minor change there. And then my Hawlucha, which is going to be the exact same set that I brought in the regular season versus him. Rocky Helmet, pretty bulky with 76 attack. This is to KO Ogerpon through Sturdy with close combat. And then Encore, Roost, U-turn. This is my best way of checking a setup Zarude pretty comfortably. He was Mental Herb last time, and if he brings the same set that he brought in the regular season, it'll probably work out pretty well into this set. But yeah, this is what we're going with. And then Keldeo, this is the only set that I actually changed. We had Life Orb last time we played J-Create. This time it's going to be Specs, just because the water resists are pretty dire. And if he brings like a similar Zarude set with like Terra Flying, which is pretty reasonable, then he has no water resist at all pretty much. Like Iron Bundle's dead to Surf, so Keldeo just picks one up every time it's in, which is pretty nice. Didn't feel a need to go for a Calm Mind this time, because I know he's going to prep pretty hard for it. And I didn't want to bring exactly the same set as I did in the regular season, because that would be a little bit silly. But anyways, that's going to be it. We'll see you in the actual battle. Hello and welcome, Draft League fans. This is playoffs, whatever. He brought the Fez this time. Cool. The Zarude is Terra Water. Let me go ahead and mark down his team real quick. There's the Zarude, which is Water Terra. Corviknight. Bundle. So we did kind of bring the same pace, low-key, except I changed the Keldeo set to Specs. This time he brought 2 different mons, Swampert as well, and the Ogerpon Cornerstone. Alright, interesting stuff. He might just lead with the bundle again, that's what he did last time. I could lead Clef and try to get my rocks ASAP. No, Lando's my rocker, not Clef this game. I could lead Lando, I could still lead Keldeo, to be honest. Yeah, I'm still gonna lead Keldeo, because, like, the things that beat Keldeo, I have good switch-ins to. It's really not the end of the world. Last time I led with my Hawlucha, so he might try to counter-lead that. Whatever, we'll see. Leading Keldeo. Good luck to Jay Ricky. And let's get it. This Keldeo is actually Specs Terra Water. Just because I wanted something a little bit stronger. If he decided to go for the Mesprit angle again, then like a Hydro Pump would be able to knock it out after very little chip. All-Star, who's that? Swampert? Alright, so I'm low-key just gonna Surf. Does Hydro Pump have a chance to kill? That's the question. Swampert. Keldeo. And we have Hydro Pump. 96 to 113 on physically defensive Swampert. Is he likely to be physically defensive Swampert? Let me see the matchup real quick. We have 30 seconds. It's possible. Trying to just rip a Hydro Pump turn 1. I'm low-key down to do it, bro. I'm low-key so down. You know what? It's playoffs. I already got all my Keldeo kills. F it, we ball time. If he's Spadef, he'll live. If he's Fizdef, he might just straight drop to this. So that would be cool. Denying rocks would be epic. Because it's not super easy for me to spin in this matchup. Because I do kind of need my shell. Although he didn't bring Blaziken, so I don't actually need my shell that much. We connect the Hydro Pump, alright. Do we Oko? No, he's Spadef. Rocks do go up, but something is going to basically die to this Hydro Pump. Assuming we connect. Boom. I'm clicking it again, bro. Go Fez. See what happens. So rocks do go up. I might try to spin, because I don't need the shell for Blaziken, and his root is Tera Water, which implies a defensive angle, and my Hawlucha is able to check that pretty reasonably, because it's not flying this time. So, I don't really need my shell for anything in particular, so I might just try to get off a spin somewhat early game, not play with rocks on my side. Seems pretty nice. Anyways, give me one to Keldeo. You could go Ogerpon and sack your Sturdy. That's something you could do. But yeah, we're getting good damage right now. I think Bundle just dies, so like... And Zarude might get to it KO'd. Oh, it's Custap. Well, should have surfed. Endeavor, alright. So my Keldeo's low now, which doesn't really matter. My HP on this is not that important. So, Swampert goes down. And now what? Ogerpon's gonna come in, I assume? Maybe Bundle. One of those two. If Bundle comes in, I might just go Clef instead of my Meloetta, because rocks are up. I don't like taking rocks on my Meloetta. And I do actually need my Meloetta in this matchup for the Pheasantipity. Because nothing else really takes it on too well. Like, that thing walls a good portion of my team. And something like a Icy Wind set mascot that is the Ogerpon. Alright. So he could try to be setting up hazards here. I'd probably just go to my Lando anyways, right? I could go Hawlucha on this thing. It's very unlikely that you click... Or maybe you could click Ivy. You could also click Power Whip here. I do want my Hawlucha though for these Zarude. So I'm just going to go Lando. Pretty safe play. Can attempt to get my rocks up. We'll get an Intimidate on this thing. We're max defense. If he goes for spikes, that'll be good prep, right? And I'll have to get my spin off ASAP. Goes for a U-turn. Good play. Hit a crit? Yeah, it's a crit. Unlucky, so we take a little bit extra chip. But now I assume Bundle's gonna come in. Maybe Zarude. One of those two. Let it snow, that's gonna be the Bundle. Now versus this thing, I do kind of just want to go into my Clef. Like I said, we do kind of need the Meloetta HP, and I want to go to my Clef. If it's not Specs, it can't 2-hit KO me, which is really nice. He goes for a flip turn, good play. Kind of in the blender right now, but we just have to deal with that. U-turns again. Alright, sure. I'll get that back with leftovers, no problem. So what's going to come in to punish me though, because nothing really one-shots my Clef here. I can go for a T-Wave on pretty much anything. Maybe the Zarude wants to come in and get its Tera off. That could be reasonable. If the Zarude comes in, I might just go hard to wrap and get my spin off. Hard to say. Toxic? That's going to be the Fez, right? Yeah, Fez comes in. Is this going to U-turn as well? Like, low-key, it might. Do I want to T-Wave this? I could T-Wave this, right? Alternatively, I can go Lando, I can go... I don't want to go to wrap on a U-turn or anything like that. If this is like banded, That would be bad for my Clef, but like, come on, bro. Do I go Lando and try to get my rocks up? It's probably gonna have Icy win for my Lando, so that's a no-go. Yeah, this thing's kind of a threat. I might just want to T-Wave this. Risk the Gunk Shot. I'll go for a T-Wave. I assume Sludge Bomb is more likely, and I'm Super Spadef, so it shouldn't KO me. Not even close. I also low-key expecting a U-turn here. Yeah. Draft players, man. Poison me? No poison, unlucky. So something's getting T-Waved here, probably the Corv, right? Unless the Corv's offensive like last time, then you might go something else. Whatever, this is good. We stopped the momentum. Oh, Mask Off is getting parried. That's actually really big. So he knows I want to go Lando here, right? He knows that for sure. So I'm feeling like I could just Moonblast this, break the Sturdy. How healthy is my Lando? It's pretty healthy. I don't need it for anything else, really. But breaking the Sturdy is really nice. I don't know, is my Clef that valuable here? There's Corv and Fez. I feel like I can just Moonblast here. Break the Sturdy if he wants to stay in. I'll take any hit. I assume anyways. He could be adamant and like kill me, I don't know. I'm kind of still in the F it we ball category right now. We're just gonna Moonblast. He's probably gonna U-turn with rocks up. He doesn't want my rocks going up at all. He goes for a taunt, even better, right? He's trying to proactively prevent my rock turn. But here, I'm just gonna Moonblast. All good. So that's nice chip. Now he is faster, even after Para. So let me see. Clefable versus Ogre Pawn Cornerstone. He's probably adamant. I'm just gonna assume adamant. Clefable. Custom set. Power up does a lot, but will live. He could U-turn. I do value this thing actually, so I'm gonna go Lando. Right? Is that correct? I could go Lucha, fish for some helmet chip on a U-turn / power whip. That's something I could do, but I do want this for the Zarude, right? Here we go, Lando. There's a full para chance if he does make the play in U-turn, and I think he's more likely to just attack my Clef. I've shown willingness to stay in. We're going to try to get up our rocks here. That'll go a long way if we're able to do so. Alright, full para, full para, full para. I paired for a reason. No! That's unlucky. Now Bundle's going to come back in, and I'm going to go back to Clef, and he's going to U-turn again into Fez, and then he's going to Gunk Shot this time. And then I'm going to be sad, but it's okay. Yep, Bundle comes in. He's U-turn, which means he's definitely not Specs. Because, like, Specs doesn't run U-turn. He's probably, like, a utility kind of set. Or, like, Boots trying to 1v1 Mellow at a long term. So we're gonna go Clef again. All good. If he U-turns, so be it. He's probably gonna U-turn. He knows I'm never risking this. I do really want to get that spin off, but he's not giving me any room to do it. He goes for a Hydro Pump, actually. So yeah, we do take that on the chin. Right there. Yep. And now, do we just Moonlight? Could just Moonlight. It could be Encore, right? Do I want to just Moonblast here? Or T-Wave? He's scared of T-Wave. I'm going to Moonlight. He's going to U-turn, 100%. There's no reason he should risk this to T-Wave. Yeah. Oh, it could be Scarf. He didn't U-turn. So he's either mind gaming me with that, or he's actually just choiced. And I'm gonna elect to believe that he's choiced. So Scarf Bundle, interesting. Now, last time we did make the T-Wave play, and I think that's still totally fair, right? I don't see a big problem with T-Waving here, so I'm gonna do it. Does go for the Gunk Shot. I should live. Yeah, I'll take this trade. This is fine. It's going to be annoying for the bundle, but not the end of the world, right? Do I heal on anything? Not really, so I may as well just go for a Moonlight, hope for a full para. Is that the play? Or do I Healing Wish up my Keldeo to max HP, and then go for a Surf or something? That could be a possibility. He has to hit a Gunk Shot through para, which is pretty unlikely. And if he does do that, I'm going to get my spin off, so... not the end of the world either way, right? We're going to go for a Healing Wish, just in case we're able to make it through this turn. We might be faster as well, so go for Healing Wish. We get it off? We do. So we actually have this in the air now. Since most of my team's at full HP, this will go in my Keldeo next time it comes in. I don't need to go right to it, just how the mechanic works. You want for a Moonblast? Sure, whatever. So I'm going to go to my Terapagos and spin, I think. I think that's fair. He could poison me, which would suck. But the Healing Wish is in the air, and I could maneuver to get it back to my Terapagos if I really wanted to. But it probably will go into my Keldeo. Do I spin now, or do I go Keldeo and get basically a free KO? I think I'd rather spin, because my Lando taking rocks is super annoying. I'm gonna go for my spin turn here. I have the Healing Wish in the air. I might go hard Keldeo after this turn. If a full Parrot comes out, it might be a hard Keldeo after and save my shell. But I'm willing to sack my shell right now for a spin. Goes for the spin. Does a little bit of damage. This thing could be Assault Vest, right? U-turn, Gunk Shot, Moonblast. Probably not. Yeah, it goes for a U-turn. It's going to break my shell, but I'm still plenty healthy enough to take a hit from pretty much anything. So my shell actually doesn't matter in this game. He could go Corviknight, he could go Bundle. Either way, I might just stay in and attack what's in front of me, right? He doesn't have a great answer to me. He could go Ogerpon, but I'm 100% sure that I live and I 2-hit KO him from this range. So I'll probably just Flamethrower if he goes into that. Like, he doesn't have a good play. Yeah, he goes Ogerpon, but this is like literally bad for him. Do I just Flamethrower or do I go Lando? Lando will use up my H-Wish, and I don't want to do that. I want to get my Keldeo back if possible. Or my Shell. I think those are the more valuable Healing Wish targets. So I'm just going to Flame. We're definitely faster after a spin. What's he even trying to do here? I don't know. Like, he'll weaken me with like an Ivy Cudgel. Oh, that did nothing. Oh my god. That actually did air. So I might just go Hawlucha now. That'll save my Healing Wish. Yeah, this makes sense. I like this. And I can get a U-turn off back into my Terapagos. And Terapagos is looking super scary. I think that's more likely to be my path rather than healing up my Keldeo. Yeah, I like that a lot. This will get the Rocky Helmet. That does so much. God damn, this thing is so strong. Is that a crit? No crit even, so we're just gonna U-turn here. Should be a KO or Momentum, right? Either way, I'm happy with it. If Corv comes in, then I will probably just use my Healing Wish into my Terap. No, he just sacks it, so now I think I probably just get my shell back, right? Do I get my shell back? I could also heal up my Keldeo, but Keldeo's still gonna be like freeze-dried, power whipped by Zarude, stuff like that. Whereas Terapagos getting the shell back, it's actually such a big threat in this endgame. Is that correct? I think it's correct. Let me think a little bit further. So Zarude I can Toxic, and like Terra Starstorm is doing a lot of damage to that thing. Keldeo is faster than 3 Pokemon, unless it's Trailblaze or like a Scarf somewhere. So I don't actually need HP on my Keldeo. I'd rather get my shell back. Yeah, this makes sense. Toss an H-Wish in the air and give my turtle back its shell. Yep, that's the line. Alright, so Trap back at full, has its shell back. And now what? He could go Fez, could be AV. He could try to just trade HP with me. He goes to bundle. I have to assume this is going to be a U-turn trying to break my shell. I could go for a cheeky Hawlucha here. That would be super funny, actually. Is that throwing the game? Dude, you always U-turn here, though. It's like such a silly play to not U-turn here. No, there's actually no way that you click anything other than U-turn. I want to click Hawlucha so bad. Oh, I want to do it so bad, but the Zarude is so scary if I do that and get it wrong. And even if I do make that play, what does the helmet chip even accomplish for me? You know what I mean? F it, we ball. F it, we ball, dude. I will throw the game for content. Only in playoffs, though. In the regular season, I can't do that. But here, I'll do it. Yeah, U-turn on me. Do it. Do it now. You want to U-turn so bad. You're a draft league player. Yes. Got him. That doesn't even get me anything, dude. It just means I get to save HP on Meloetta. That's so funny, actually. So Fez is going to be forced to come in. I'm going to U-turn on it. He's going to U-turn probably on my Meloetta. He's going to go Corviknight, get knocked off. Something like that. I don't know, man. I just work here. He's actually like... I want to hear his commentary when that turn happens. That's actually super funny. I'm raw, etc. He's bringing U-turn on everything, which is making it kind of hard to position my Keldeo, right? We got the big trade of HP turn 1, but since then he's been like mono U-turning, U-turn, 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 U-turn. So it's been hard to get my rocks positioning and my Keldeo up, but I've got my spin up. I still have my shell. And I really want my rocks, and Corviknight is my opportunity to get them, or Fez. Those two are my opportunity to get rocks up, but they're both gonna U-turn, right? So, whatever, man. He goes Corv. I low-key just want to, no, I'm not gonna throw the game. I'm gonna go Landorus. He's gonna U-turn. I don't want to U-turn on a helmet or stay in on Scarf. He brought Scarf last time. Just hard Lando. Is it mirror or mirror armor? I think it is, right? Regardless, this is my rocks opportunity. Goes for an agility. Okay, man. Those could be power trip. He could be taunt. There's no way he's taunt, right? Agility, bulk up, power trip. So we're gonna taunt this. We have to taunt. Could be a mental herb. I need to limit boosts on this thing. Alright, so no mental herb is nice. We are going to get up rocks here. It's a little scary, but I think it's worth it. Goes for Drill Peck. Okay, that does nothing. 3 rocks. And now we're probably just going to U-turn, right? We have 2 more turns of taunt, so 1 more after the U-turn. And I think we probably just have to 2-hit KO this with Flamethrower on my Terapagos. Drill Peck doesn't KO. We get to find out if it's Helmet here or Leftovers. It does nothing, of course. But what's my play here? I can't go Keldeo, it's +2 speed. So the only viable play is Terapagos. If it can 1v1 my Terapagos, then fair play. It could be Body Press, and that would suck. Can't really cover for that right now, though. Go for Flamethrower. This is like a very forcing line, there's not much to think about, right? He either has Body Press or he doesn't. Looks like he doesn't, right? Or maybe this is just stronger than Body Press through the shell. We'll see, though. This Flame should do a lot. It's probably Dual Dance Roost, right? Oh, it's Moringa Berry. This might just sweep me. Might just sweep me here. It's not taunted, so it can Roost here. I don't know, we'll see. I get to fish for Flame Burns. It is Roost. Not really much I can do other than just watch this at this point. That does nothing, dude. Can I do anything about this? Not really, right? This is just cooked. He might just sweep me here, unless I get a flame burn, like, very soon. He's gonna bulk up again. Yeah, nothing I can do about this, honestly. I really just have to hope and pray. A crit or a burn would be nice. Nothing to think about, yeah. I can't even intimidate it because it's mirror armor. So let's get a burn here. Crit would be nice as well. Burn, burn, burn. No burn. Oh, I just have to click it, dude. There's nothing more to do. He's roosting. He's using a lot of roosts. So, it shouldn't matter, but maybe he'll run out at some point. I don't know, dude. Nothing more we could do at this point. There's the burn. Sweet. Alright, so now we're probably okay. Should be anyways. Because now this is doing very little damage. Alright, saved by the bell. It's still doing a lot. It might still sweep me, but it's at least more manageable. Yeah, the burn chip is actually so huge here. Can I switch now because of the burn? I don't think so. Everything else just gets roosted on anyways. I don't have another play. I have to just keep flamethrowing. He can roost. He's used a bunch of them. I'm not keeping track. He'll run out eventually. If I had to guess, he's probably used 4 by now, maybe 5. Flame Twoa again. Goes for another roost. This is just more time for the burn to rack up, right? I don't mind this sequence too much. I mean, it's a good set from him, but obviously you have to risk multiple flame burns, and at some point it was bound to happen. Yeah, that's a lot of roosts, man. Might be down to 1 or 2 left now. I mean, my Terapagos might still go down 1v1, which is the sad part. Like, if he's going to attack, it's probably this turn. So what I could do is switch and get some more burn chip on him, but, like, switch to what, you know? I'm just gonna flame. He bulks up again. He's really going for, like, plus a million here. I feel like that's probably a mistake. He needs to actually just try to KO my Terap, because he's running out of roost very quickly. I don't think he has time to do all this, because my next flame is forcing a roost here. And like, +3 versus +2 when you're burned, it really doesn't make a big difference, right? But I assume that's either the second to last or the last roost. So my trap should make it out of this one alive. So he's +3 now, right? I'm gonna use my technology to check. Y? Or X plus to check target? Bro, I don't know how to do this, man. Check status is +3. Alright, let me calc this actually. No. There's no point. When am I ever not flamethrowing here? You know? I guess I'll pull it up on the side while the animations are playing. Drill Peck. It's doing like 26, man. Like 26%. It's not even twit killing my Terap. So what I'm thinking is I might have time to get off a rapid spin as well, but we'll find out after a bit. Like, how much does this do? Yeah, I'm not risking that. That might have attack investment. Do I just flame here? Surely I just flame here. Drill Peck, I should live. We live on 10. Nice. Alright, so we 1v1 the Corp successfully. Maybe it should have swept me, but I used like 20 flamethrowers, dude. You're gonna get burned eventually. Alright, so we make it out of that one alive, but the Zarude is still a problem, right? It could have a position to go for a Trailblaze KO here, which would suck. Considering my Hawlucha's already chipped, that would like extra suck. But I don't know, Tera Water, you probably need 2 attacks, right? So Knock Off and Tera Blast would make the most sense. So it should just knock me out. Do I have another play? Not really. So I'm just going to, do I Starstorm or Toxic? If he does go for Bulk Up, it's because he has Jungle Healing and he is okay with taking a Toxic. So I'm going to Starstorm. My turtle should go down here, but that's fine. He's thinking about this one, so he doesn't have Trailblaze. If he had it, that's a automatic click. He does go for the Tera Water. Alright. Fair enough. Depending on what he clicks here, I could go for a follow-up with my Hawlucha and go for a Roost, potentially. Or I can go into my Keldeo. He does go for a Bulk Up. Okay, is this Moringa Berry as well? Alright, this Starstorm's gonna do a lot. Might put it in Specs Keldeo range. Okay, it does like 40-ish. Another Moringa Berry, dude? Or is that Citrus? Okay, it's Citrus. Alright. So, Bulk Up. Zarude. It's Water. So he's like very Spidef to get that roll. Like very, very Spidef. Is it worth getting a Intimidate on this? Because I could do that. No, I'm just gonna sack my Terrapagos. Come on, man. Right? That has to be correct. Goes for Acrobatics. Okay. So he does still have flying coverage for my Hawlucha. But what I can do is potentially go Hawlucha and just close combat, right? Because if he goes for a bulk up or anything, I'll get the opportunity to Encore. And if he goes for Acro, he's taking close combat plus Rocky Helmet. He'll be in Keldeo range, surely. And then I should be chilling in that endgame position, right? I should be hard chilling. But I think we're going to go Hawlucha here. And I'm okay with going for CC and dying to Acro. That's perfectly fine by me. Because Keldeo, with my Aura Sphere, does how much to this thing? Let's call it 152 Spadef. That's about where the Tera Starstorm is, depending on like rolls and stuff. My Aura Sphere is doing 42 min, dude. I'm just going to CC. Should be okay. That does nothing, dude. And if he goes for a Synthesis, I'll be able to Encore next turn, so it's not the end of the world. Goes for Acro, he'll take Helmet, which is going to put him in range of my Aura Sphere. He could go Fez on my Aura Sphere. That's something that I just can't cover at this point, right? But yeah, we have to go Keldeo, there's no other play, and we have to Aura Sphere. He can't switch into Bundle, obviously. He might be hoping for Secret Sword at this point and just stay in, because Secret Sword might not KO. He does switch into Fez, which is the play he had to make, I get it. But now Zarude is very weak. It's at like 40, there's going to be like 28 after Rocks. And this is probably Assault Vest. Nice chip, dude. Nice chip. He's going to U-turn. It's going to happen. I can go Lando, I think, and just U-turn on the Zarude. Sack it. I don't know, man. It's a little bit rough, this positioning. He could get full parried on the U-turn turn. Interesting. I think we still have to go Lando. The thing is, if it's Synthesis on Zarude, I might just lose if he U-turns to Zarude and gets the Synth off. That could be a lose condition for me. But, like, what can I do about that at this point? Like, realistically, I can't really cover for that. So I'm gonna do what's within my own control and go Lando here. Now he really needs this thing to stop my Keldeo, and we get the full para. Nice. Now the question is, do I Earthquake here? I don't know if I can Earthquake here. I think I might have to U-turn. Because if I U-turn on the bundle, then that's a free Meloetta U-turn, right? Does that get me anything? It gets me Rock's Chip on Fez, maybe? I think he has to save this. I'm gonna U-turn. He must save this for my Keldeo. Yes. Okay. Go bundle is the obvious play. Yep. We get to see if it's boots here. But I think it's scarf. No, it's just boots. Okay. Is that a crit? No. That just does that much. Now I think I can go for Vacuum Wave. Can I? Does Zarude heal on that? Zarude does heal on that, so I can't go for Vacuum Wave. I have to go Meloetta here. Oh wait, Meloetta has Energy Ball. This is huge. Energy Ball's gonna be so sick here to prevent these Zarude from healing. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna pretend that I don't have it. Should I do that? I could knock off here. He might switch Fez. Like, U-turn's the obvious click here. Probably into Fez. Actually, he can't sack anything here. This might be checkmate if I just Psyshock. I think he has to hope for an Energy Ball, pivot into Fez. But that doesn't even save him, so I don't know. I think I just... As long as I can prevent the Zarude from healing, which I can do, I think, I should have this one, I think. I don't know, Psyshock may be a silly play. I could just Energy Ball this turn, maybe more accurate. But it's really all good for me. I really think he needs to U-turn here. If he goes for Ice Beam, this is fine by me. Just gonna bounce off. You going for freezes? Like... At this point, I just Psyshock again. I pretend like I don't have Energy Ball, and if the Zarude comes in, then I go for Energy Ball. Ice Beam, no freeze. Should be okay. There we go. Now the Zarude probably has to come in, but if it attacks me and KOs me, then my Keldeo comes in, I surf like 2 times and I win the game. So we should be okay here. The bundle's down, which is the only thing that was stopping my surf, right? So now Zarude comes in, I'm going to reveal the Energy Ball now. That's very low on the Zarude. Energy Ball, this should keep him low. Does go for the Synth, which is why we kept the Energy Ball hidden. Hopefully this does enough damage. It might not do enough. We'll see. Not quite enough. Oh, we get the drop though, sweet. He's so mad about that right now. He's so upset. Goes for Power Whip. This might not KO. Yeah, it doesn't even KO me. He doesn't have knockoff. And we knock out the Zarude. A little bit lucky with a drop there. He definitely could have synthed up to full, but I couldn't really play around that at that point. Maybe you could argue I could have gone for a U-turn into Keldeo and then just go for a Specs Aura Sphere, but that might not even KO from that range, so I think Energy Ball is probably more correct. Now Fed's going to come in its parad, we're going to go for a Psyshock, and that's going to be the game. Honestly, really good prep from him. I got lucky in a few points to get out of some dangerous situations, but overall, GG. We move on to the next round, which is the semifinals, question mark? Not really too sure. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one with more Keldeo annihilation, some might say. Alright, peace.